Now, while the Orlando map came out first,
We the best.
and some of the same houses are featured on both coasts. Blumhouse is coming, M3gan. I'm not going to bore you with my time of giving my thoughts about those because I talked about those in our Orlando speculation video. And if you want to check that out, links down in the description box. But let's talk about some of the interesting stuff Hollywood has to offer for this year. So looking at this speculation map, a lot of people, I'm seeing negative reactions on this, but as a Hollywood newbie, I like what I see. Now, I know, let's start off with the one that people are really upset about, and that is the Exorcist taking place in the lower lot. This one has been featured at Hollywood twice now, so I can get the hate on that one. Although Blumhouse is releasing their reimagining of The Exorcist this year, so it could very well be that film and not the one they've had previously. But this could be a placeholder for something else more so. I mean, just throwing The Exorcist on there seems a little bit off when I'm looking at this map. So I'm just gonna kind of put that in that category of we'll have to wait and see on this one. Now up next, we are looking at the clown symbol, and they just had killer clowns last year. And I would hope maybe this is an original house, maybe a nod to someone that took over the Terror Tram last year, and that is Hollywood Harry getting his own original icon-based house. That would be kind of cool. I like Hollywood Harry for my first time seeing him in person. I would like to actually see this be an original house. Don't quite know if it's going to stick around, or maybe this is a nod to something else. Maybe Stephen King's It would be phenomenal, but I don't quite see that happening, and I would hope it's not killer clowns again. Please, for the love of God, don't be killer clowns again. Most interesting is Monsters Paris. So this could be very well a different take on the Universal Monsters, maybe doing it in Paris and having multiple icons be featured. Maybe starting off with Hunchback of Notre Dame or Dame, and then going to the Phantom of Opera, and maybe last ending with Dracula, maybe having sort of this backdrop of Universal Monsters be the location and not just one central monster. I think could be a really cool fresh take for this whole Universal Monsters thing that they've been going on for years and years and years. And up next, we have the original from Orlando that is coming to Hollywood, which I'm excited for this trend. I love this. Hollywood folks get to see some of what we do in Orlando, and those who visit Hollywood from Orlando get to kind of see something over again, and that is the Nightingales. Blood Prey would be rumored to be coming now. They did Scarecrow last year. It was fantastic. The folks over in Hollywood loved it. I love seeing it again. It's one of my all-time favorite Halloween Horror Night houses, so to see it again was phenomenal. Nightingales, Blood Prey. I loved the first Nightingales, so I think this could be a slam dunk. And if, for those who don't know, Nightingales, it featured these weird sort of creature things, inhabitants that were basically like women but with big teeth, and was featured during, I think, World War II or one of those two. Don't hate me in the comment section. They were frightening. The house was done very well, so I think John Murdy's team can definitely handle this, since they did Scarecrow, obviously fantastic. And this is rumored to be in a soundstage, and we'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Japanese Creatures is coming. In our Orlando speculation map video, I was very clueless about this, but talking with some other creators, Boo Bros.
Shout out, Boo Bros.
This could be a little bit bigger than what we're thinking. Now, Japanese Creatures, maybe this is finally Halloween Horror Nights taking on the Japanese lore. I am very interested in this. This is slowly becoming one of my more hyped houses for this year. Over in Hollywood, they just don't have mazes and very, very teeny tiny few scare zones. But they have the Terror Tram, and this year is looking kind of interesting. It is called Terror Tram Celebrities. Now, what does this entitle? This could be a nod to classic movies. This could be a nod to horror properties they've had before. I don't think we'll see like Freddy and Jason be on the back lot again. That would be a bigger IP to put along with the house and then the Terror Tram too. Celebrities, I'm clueless. Like I said, this could be anything. I want to, invite you all down in the comment section, leave what you think this could be. Celebrities, don't quite know. Now, the thing with Hollywood is it gets rather interesting with the locations because unlike Orlando, where we just have a bunch of sound stages and, permanent tents that they can just build in, Hollywood, they have to get a little creative. Now, Blumhouse is going right back in the same Blumhouse location, which is Waterworld Q. Kind of easy to do that. Exorcist is in the lower lot. The Last of Us is going in the Walking Dead location, which is, I think, a solid location that you can build things in there because it's, pretty much almost like a soundstage, but not quite a soundstage, but it leaves some good environment that they can build stuff in. Clown House or whatever this may be is going down in the Curious George parking lot. And then we have Monsters Paris, which is going in the Persian courtyard. That kind of makes sense. Chucky is going down in the lower lot of Curious George along with the Clown House. And then we have Japanese Creatures, which is kind of going into the Mummy queue. That's a great location. I think it's fitting for this one. Rock House, or whatever you want to call this one. Soundstage? Yeah. And this is where it gets kind of interesting because Nightingales is featured in a soundstage. Now, not quite sure how they're supposed to do this, if they're going to take that one soundstage and put two houses in it. Maybe. I mean, Orlando does that all the time, so I don't see why they couldn't do that. And then obviously Terror Tram Celebrities is same thing we figured. Right now there's no scare zones. There's only 3 listed, and shows there's only 1 unknown obviously at this time, and you have your regular standard rides. As interesting as this Hollywood map was, definitely check out this video to see what we thought about the Orlando speculation map volume 1. Some interesting tidbits in there.